Dalton had been shopping for hours, but he couldn't believe his eyes when he looked at the receipt. He knew he hadn't spent that much money. He scanned the receipt, looking at the price of each item. He had bought several Nintendo DS games, a new Monopoly board, and there it was. They had charged him $7.89 for the pack of Angry Bird cards that was only supposed to be $7.89. He went straight back to the store and they refunded his money. He couldn't believe they had made such a big mistake, but he was grateful, he noticed. Grayson and his Boy Scout troop arrived at the campsite just before sunset. They had gotten a late start and left over 2 hours after they had originally planned. As the sun went down, the troop scrambled to put up the tent. Soon it was dark, and the car was not unpacked, and the tent was not assembled. This was not the best start to the camping trip. Annie's mother was surprised at how many new words her baby was learning. Annie had just turned a year old, and she could already say "uh-oh" and "all done." When all of her food was gone and she wanted more, she would shout, "More!" She started to repeat animal sounds and could even say Mom and Dad. She couldn't wait to hear what words she would learn next. John had spent the day outside collecting bugs. He couldn't wait to show his mom the neat roly-poly bugs, the flying ladybugs, and the hopping crickets. He had them safely collected in a glass cup with a piece of plastic wrap over the top. As he galloped through the door to show his mom, he tripped and fell, shattering the glass and sending the bugs flying across the floor. Mom ran to him and screamed. That wasn't how he had planned to show them to her. It felt like the longest day ever. Emily's mom would be picking her up from school 10 minutes early to go to the Taylor Swift concert. She couldn't wait to find their seats, which were only 3 rows from the stage. One Direction was performing right before Taylor Swift, and they were her second favorite band. She knew it would be a night to remember, but first she had to get through the day at school. Bailey had been waiting patiently in line for Magic Mountain at Disney World for 2 hours. Just a few more minutes and it would be his turn to ride the ride. Just then, when it was his turn to hop on the ride operator told them there was a problem with the ride and it was shutting down for the day. He couldn't believe he had wasted 2 hours waiting in line to ride a ride that wasn't working. Bella's mom had been rushing around for days trying to find the perfect outfits for their family pictures. Then she had to make sure all the kids had done their hair and had matching bows. Her mom set up a picnic scene for the pictures, and she made the kids practice their best smiles. It was quite a job just to get ready for family pictures. Throngs of people lined the streets. It was Thanksgiving Day, and they were all there to see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Float after float passed by, and each one seemed to be bigger and better than the one before it. Every once in a while, celebrities would stop and sing a song, or bands would stop and play a tune. There was so much to see at the parade, and it all ended with a visit from Mr.